Of Wheel to Wheel Season 5, and we are in COTA, the Circuit of the Americas, USA. We are waiting for our invitation to the actual lobby, but in the meantime, let's go through some updates and standings and the like of that. So first of all, there was the incidents, which I don't have up on screen today. I have them here on my tablet. There was an incident between Mormick, K. Flem, receiving 2 points each for failing to provide footage under the review process. Wilfred Bonney also involved with involved with an incident also with the Angry Comedian, for which he got 10 seconds penalty and 4 points for that incident. That was on lap 10. There was also an incident between Vernie Vern and Is a Hero on lap 13. That was also deemed to be a racing incident, and Vernie Vern did receive, though, a warning for poor internet. Woo! That is what happened as a result of all of that. I'm trying to catch a fly here because it's driving me absolutely bonkers. I'm not going to have that flying around my head all through the broadcast. Okay, as you see on the right hand side, this is where it all means that it's at the end of that. Wilfred Bonney has dropped all the way to 10th in there, pushing up Blue Gunner, Budge, and Welsh Wizard, who were 7th through 9th respectively. Also there you see some great results from Mayo Man, win back-to-back. Kijoko doing the absolutely honourable thing, having caused Mayo Man some bother earlier on in the race, handing back the position as the race came to an end, which was absolutely, top wheel-to-wheel behaviour as it would happen. Okay, Kijoko there obviously finishing in second with Rory in third. That means that Rory has, as you can see from our ticker bar, Rory has extended his lead at the top of this championship for season 5 so far. He now leads by 18 points as a result of last week's race, as Bunsey, the only DNF, our champion Bunsey, the only DNF in week 5. Outside of that, we had our Tier 4 absolutely stonking favourite at this stage, Buffalucas, in 6th. Another phenomenal race from him. He will be winning a number of the individual tiers, let alone Tier 4, with the form he's currently on. Fantastic from him. As you say, Elite Carbon up in 4th with Sully, the reserve in the Haas, in 5th, with, as I say, Wilfred Boney rounding out the points. Comedian in 11th with Fast Slap, but as he's not in the top 10, he doesn't get a point for that. Let's have a look at how that affects the rest of the standings. As you said there, Rory Drain in the Drivers' Championship, the overall championship, is now 80 points. He's 18 points on 80 points ahead of Mailman in second, who is now, after back-to-back wins, up to second place on 62. Bunsey suffering a one-place loss in the standings from his last week. They're dropping behind Mailman by 4 points. Kijoko, 2 races raced, 43 points on the board. That dude would be putting up a ton of points if he was in week after week. He is a phenomenal racer, as it happens. Is a reserve, and a reserve sitting in 4th place with 2 races after 6. Phenomenal. He is in tonight, of course, as he is in for, I believe it is Budge, I think, isn't it? Budge this week. Yeah, Kijoko is in for Budge, as we see there going across the bottom of your screen. Okay. Then we also had a change at the top of a change in second place in the standings, as Rory Drain and Mormick move up into second. But flying out ahead is Mayo Man and Buffalucas, the most functional team in wheel to wheel this season. Absolutely brilliant from them. Another team rising is the AlphaTauri of Major Jam and Supreme Bio there, up 2 places. Um, just as it happened, is it? Yeah, last week is up 2 places to 5th. But yeah, the most functional and the favourites to win the Constructors' Championship. So in Season 5, Mayo Man and Buffalucas. Mormick and Rory Drain may have something to say about that before the end of the season. But there we go. We have the standings, the individual standings in the tiers. Rory leading that. Also in tier 1, 44 over Bunsey's 31. Budge not too far ahead, but Budge is missing this week and next week, so likely to lose pace on the guys in front. Ron Allosaurus is in 4th with Elite Carbon in 5th. K Flemo leads tier 2 on 40 with Blue Gunner and Mayo Man making up the points there. Mayo Man having a massive couple of weeks, getting him 20 points in 2 weeks. If he continues that, he may even take the lead this week. Let me see. Angry Comedian leads tier 3 on 40 points. He has 40 points over Welch Wizard, who is 34. Is a Hero on 25. Wanatsi on 22, who's not in this week. Supreme Bio on 13. Buffalucas, the man with the plan. He is in tier 4 with more points than anybody else in any tier on 48. He leads his tier by 20 points already. Looks like we have maybe an invite there. I'm just going to go to the stream. Notification. There we go. We're going to jump in to the actual lobby so that the guys can get going. There we go. That's another invite from Mr. Chameleon. Much appreciated, Mr. Chameleon. Okay. So Buffalucas, yes, as we said, leading tier 4 with by 20 points, more than any other lead so far this season, and only 6 races in. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from him. He is going to be some man to stop. Even if he were to come last in his tier and Mormick were to win, he would only be even after losing 4 races straight, with Mormick winning 4 races straight. That is how much of a commanding lead he has. He will be going into week 10 one way or another on top of the tier 4 championship. Phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal stuff from him. We are ready to go there. I am in spectator mode, so we are good to go. Okay, there we are. That is you all updated, folks. That is the way it is. It is COTA, and we are just waiting on the action to begin. We will likely see our man Buffalucas out as one of the first guys out. This Major Jam returns after being away last week, and Kaiser Gunner also the other guy who is out this week, as is Budge. Okay. There we go. It's going to be an interesting. It's only going to be a very interesting race, folks. Looking forward to it and to see, can Mayo Man go 3 in a row? Kind of like how Elite Carbon finished the season last year on an absolute massive hot streak right now. Excuse me. Did that not update? It did. It did update. 109, yeah. So Major Jam and Supreme Boy went up last week. Trying to figure that out actually. Because Supreme Boy wasn't racing last week. So nor was Major Jam. Oh, the Alpha Tower got the points because Kajoko was in second. That's what it is. Kajoko finishing second did give second place points to the Alpha Towers. That is why Supreme Bio and Major Jam have a lot to thank Kajoko for. So it looks like we're ready to go, and the lads are in the pit. Everybody's in. Certainly looks like it. And it is week 6. We are going to have quali, and it looks like it's dry. I won't say it's quali. I won't say it's dry. Just loading up. Mayo Man with a spinning disc there, as does Kijoko. Alrighty then. Oi, oi, oi. Who's in the stream with me today? Who is there? Get your name in and tell me how it is who it is you think is going to win this week. Let's get on with Kijoko. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. Let's get on with Buffalucas, because he is likely the man to be out first. We gotta move this 2-2. Look at that. Like clockwork. Every single week. Buffalucas is, of course, the first guy out. And he's away. This guy is ready for business every week. First ready. Major Jam following him there. We will follow our traditional thing to do now is follow Buffalucas around on the first lap, since he is normally the first one out. We will wait till we will wait to get around. Sorry, Mormick, I am in now. Maybe I didn't know I was waiting. I was in already. So I don't know if that's before or after I had. I don't know if that's before or after I had already joined. But I was in on time. It was close, but I was in on time. We're going through the standings. Welcome in, folks. It is week 6 of season 5 in Wheel to Wheel. And this is going to be an interesting race because there are a few guys, Bunsey being one of them, who fancied himself around here. Something rotten. I think he fancies himself in the main anyway, but certainly around COTA, he's fond of now lapping COTA. Hopefully he will get around 28 of today to win the race also. Although this man on your screen right now, Buffalucas, would be a very, very worthy winner considering the form he is on. It would be great to see a Tier 4 driver win on track, not just in their own tier. Buffalucas certainly now making his way down towards corner 1. You climb the hill there. You can brake very late on the first corner because you can climb the hill there, and you drop down into third gear as you come up. But you can go very, very quickly right up until the last minute because of the hill that you head up there. You will see a lot of people racing to that corner. If you clip the corner on the inside and then go around, and then you're hit with a series of S's. You can keep it in 7th gear. Lifting where you need to, maybe down to 6th as you go through those S's, as you come round and go down to the back straight. A bit of a drag there for Buffalucas. We're having some stuff. Mayo Man there giving a bit of drag there to Buffalucas, it looks like. But as he comes down and around into turn, he's now into turn 15, I believe. Sorry, 6. He's gone into 16. Sorry, this is 16 now as we come around 16 through 18. You got 16, 17, 18. That's going to be an invalidated lap from Buffalucas. We're going to come back to him as he heads down and into the pits. Looks like Mayo Man is following there. We have a few guys out. Angry Comedian. I think Major Jam was next. Major Jam does cross the line, setting the time of 1:35 to get us going here. Kate Lemo is on a hot lap. He is looks like he's coming down and around through Where are we? He's coming down the back straight now and into turn 12. As Rory Drain sets a 134.3, but currently leading, it's Bunsey on a 133.9, 4/10 ahead of the nearest person. Major Jam's time now 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds behind. 31.5. There's somebody spun on the side of the road. I don't know who it was there. Looks like Mormick. Ouch. Oh, Mormick driving the wrong way has been disqualified from the session. So he will not set in a competitive time, and that is his woes continuing, as he still hasn't scored any points in the Drivers' Championship in season 6, as he will be abandoned on the side of the road as he goes round. That's a heartbreak on him. Mayo Man, our two back-to-back winner for the last 2 weeks, is coming around, and he is. Whereas he's coming around the second to last turn. He's now approaching turn 20 on the track, and he crosses the line at 134.6, puts himself into 4th position. Kate Lemo, Rory Drain, Mayo Man, and Blue Gunner, as is Elite Carbon on the 134s, but the only man still in the 133s is of course Bunsey, and I did say Bunsey fancies himself around here. This is Sully now coming around. He's coming into the second to last turn 19, as he heads to the pits. It looks like, yeah, he's abandoned that lap. We have Kijoko coming around. What time will he set now as he comes down? 134.3. Still the only man in. He's still the only man in the 133s is our man Bunsey. Ronanosaurus, as he comes down and around, looks like he's coming around turn 18 at this stage, down at turn 19, and down towards the final corner. And he sets a 135.3. That'll be improved upon, no doubt. Kijoko on the flying lap now. As he comes through sector 2, he's coming down that big long straight toward turn 12. And when he comes around here, he'll be coming into sector 3, and it doesn't look like he's down this time. We're not getting any of that information up on the screen as it happens. Kijoko this week in the Mercedes. The Alpha Towers are screaming out, why can't you come in to us? We'll take the day off as long as you race the. Oh, a bit of a snap there, it looked like. As he comes down and around turn 19, and he is going to abandon that lap there, as he was way down the time, it looks like, at that rate. Okay, let's join Iron Man in the what is that? That's a racing point essentially. The pink Mercedes, or they now copied Red Bull this season, right? Oh, and he's gone. He is gone. That's the end of that lap for him. Looks like he's going to struggle to get back out. There's a few people nervous about big knocks. They're coming down around into sector 2 as he comes down around turn 11. You know, with the DRS here and get a ton of speed. He's up to 315 in the Haas. Remember, folks, this year it is of course all cars are equal. So he didn't get invalidated lap on that. Strangely enough, as he comes down and around turn 15, heading to turn 16, 17, and 18 in quick succession, and he loses it, going sideways for most of turn 18. Okay, a lot of guys losing it around there. Mormick lost it there, and he was disqualified for that as it happens. So, out lap for Kijoko, so we will let him be. Big Knuckles is after spinning, so he's probably going to go in and change those boots. So is Iron Man, yeah, he's just gone in. Sully on a flyer, is he? He is. Sully's on a flyer. Let's see if he can hold together as it comes up through the S's. Juggling between gears 6 and 7 here is ideal apparently. But if you really want to get some kick out of the last of it, you will probably want to drop down a further gear and then go again. Okay, so here we go. As he comes down towards turn 11, he will, I think, drop down into third gear. Sorry, turn 12, drop down into a third gear. Yeah, clip the inside curve, and that's invalidated his lap. So we will move on. K Flemo, Rory Drain, Mayo Man, Blue Gunner, Elite Carbon, all into the 134s. But as I said, we only have one man in the 35, in the 33s, and that is Bunsey. Let's see who else is on a time lap right now. It looks like Sector 1 as Elite Carbon comes up to the Senate. Look at that! Bunsey improving by 5 tenths, and there's an invalidation by Elite Carbon, so that's not going to count. Let's go. Let's see where this is. This is coming down around to turn 20 now. This is the last corner. Where's Rory Drain going to be when he gets around this? He's in the 133s, 134. He does improve. He's up into second place. He's above K Flemo, but he is not in the 133s. Bunsey nearly 1 full second ahead of second place. That's an incredible time, and it's going to be very difficult for some of them to beat. Major Jam now on a time after setting himself getting himself up in the 4th, I beg your pardon. Elite Carbon will go in because he's after invalidating. Welsh Wizard, letting people by, set his time. He's in 8th with a 130, just inside the 134s. Angry Comedian is on a fast lap. Is he's on a fast lap, or is he going to go in? Looks like he's going to go in now. He set his time for this time around as he comes up and around towards turn 11. And he drops down into second gear and hits the inside curb and goes down. Practice, even when you're going back to the pits, you practice like you're driving for real. There's Izahiro now. Let's see, can Izahiro improve on his 136.2 as he comes round into the final sector. Takes that curve nice and tight. Or he should have been taking that a bit tighter. He should clip the inside curve here if you can. You want to be careful though, because anywhere around here gets very, very slippy. As I said, sequence of corners 16 through 18. This one here, there has already been 2 drivers who are on time losing that one already as he comes round down through the second to last corner into turn 20, and he is on 133, 134. He has improved by 1 second, moving up to 11 into the 135s. So is anybody else going to get into the 133s? Who knows? Gonanosaurus is going on a fast one. Angry Comedian is working his way back in, and Welsh Wizard is going back in too. He's driving. Oh, and that he has missed the pits. And Wizard! Ouch! Wizard reversing on the. I caught that. Ouch. That is unfortunate, Wizard, that I caught that. I'm sorry, Wizard, but that you shouldn't be doing that. I think at that stage you probably should. Maybe they'll go light on you. Maybe you get a bit of a warning for it, but honestly, you probably should just carry on through there. There is no reversing on the paint. You shouldn't be on the paint in the first place, but have more care entering the pits, I would imagine, is the warning you'd probably get. Anyway, here we go. Buffalucas. Buffalucas has got more in him. Like I feel it right now. Buffalucas probably not enjoying this one, you know. It's he is normally in the top 7 or 8, and there is Kijoko after getting into the 133, just 3 tenths off the back of Bunsey. But wow, look at that! That's phenomenal from him. That's an incredibly improved one there. As Buffa Lucas and Comedian fall out of the top 10. Is Buffa Lucas down this time as he comes around turn 12? He is down by 3/10, so he is going to jump at least up as far as Blue Gunner, unless he loses, of course, in this final sector. But if he keeps that pace up for the remainder of the lap, he is going to be on par for about he's been doing week after week. Tier 4 driver, always in the top 10 of quality. And look at that, taking that second to last corner really well, going over the outside curb as he should. At 134, he's into the 134s. He lost a little bit of time in that last sector. He might have had a better sector than that before, but he is back up into the top 10. And that means that Elite Carbon falls out of the top 10. And Elite Carbon is lightning quick. So Elite Carbon is just clearly having trouble putting together a clean lap. He is normally up there and about since his resurgence at the end of season 5. Look at that, Sully, 133. We have 3 drivers in the 133s now. Sully after crossing the line there, and he is making himself known in COTA. Brontosaurus has dropped dropped his time all the way to 134.2, and he is up to 6th place. He is just making his way back to the pits as it happens. Mayo Man winning last week and the week after. Last week and the week before. Is sitting just in front of his teammate Buffa Lucas in 8th position. Let's see. Lee Carbon on a fast lap as he approaches the last corner. He's going around there at 130. He needs about 3-4 seconds. Oh, and he snapped. He snapped, and that's not going to be an improvement. Well, a slight improvement. He's up to 10th, but he lost the snap. That snap cost him so many places. He lost a couple of tenths on that alone. He could have been up at least 2-3 more places, probably above Mayo Man. Kijoko has retired from the session because he's not going to get back around. He's not going to get around again. So who is out on track? Let's see. It looks like we have a Mercedes making their way back around. So that must be Is a Hero. So Is a Hero on a flyer now into Sector 3. And he is way down this time, so he has done his time. He's not going to go again, is he? It says 2:11. That can't be right. Or maybe he's just going to go this time. He has 97% battery, so he's going to go. This is going to be his time. And yet it said he actually cut his time down to 135 something. I don't know what's going on there. But he will improve here again. Oh, sorry, that might be just his time there from the previous. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, looks like we have a double stack of big knockos. And who's big knockos? Welsh Wizard behind him. So big knockos is on his outlap, so he's going to go. He's probably going to be the last one to cross the line. Welsh Wizard's on the fly lap, and he was up 5/10, so he's going to be late across the line as well. Okay, who's coming around? Looks like the Angry Comedian is coming around. Oh, an Angry Comedian. What? Excuse me, what? And that's his quali over because he. What? I'm sorry, I'm not really sure what happened there. We have the Ferrari of Bernie Baron. No, it's not. It's the Ferrari of Ronan who is finished. He stays in 6th position. I think Bunsey can be happy that he has the top 3 of all retired in the pit from quali because they are happy that everybody behind them. Rory, the only one who isn't in the top 5. Mayo Man coming around. So next to go across the line is the Mercedes of Is a Hero, is it? He is down 2/10. Don't snap this time and hope he gets across the line. 134. He is down another 3/10, pushing himself up into 10th position. Who is next to cross the line? It looks like Iron Man. He has gone into the pits. Now it looks like the Ferrari of Bernie Baron has gone into the pits. Welsh Wizard is coming around. He's going to be one of the last to cross the line, but it looks like Big Knox is out there, and he is setting the time right now. He's coming around the final corner. Is he going to jump up? Looks like he's going to be the 135 or 6. Yeah, 135. And then we have Welsh Wizard crossing the line. And Rory Drain crossed the line just ahead, and Welsh Wizard went in. Okay, Mayo Man is still out there, and he crossed the line, improving by 6/10 and pushing Kate Lemo down into 6th position. Phenomenal lap from him. Wow, that's phenomenal. That's a great last push from Mayo Man to get up into the top 3 rows on the grid. So that is quali for week 6. Wow. Wow. What a way to finish quali. Okay. Rory Drain knocking the confident Sully down into 4th position as Kijoko, or sorry, as Rory became the 4th driver to get into the 133s in this qualification. So that leaves the standings at Bunsey in 1st position. I did say he was a favourite around here. I did think he fancied himself, and you know what? He deserves to fancy himself. He is 3/10 ahead of the next driver. Kijoko in 2nd with Rory Drain in 3rd, Sully in 4th, Mayo Man in 5th, K Flemo in 6th, Ron Anasaurus in 7th, Made Jam 8th, Buffalucas in 9th with Is a Hero in 10th, rounding out the top 10. Elite Hero or Elite Carbon, Blue Gunner, Welsh Wizard, Angry Comedian down in 14th, Wilfred Boney, Big Knuckles, Supreme Boyo, Bernie Verne, Iron Man, and Mormick rounding out the standings. And there we have it, folks. That is quali for you. That is quali. And we have Bunsey taking pole in week 6. Ooh. Now. Who is your winner? Who is the favourite to win this week? Who do you think is going to do it? The favourites, as you see, going across your screen is Kijoko and Rory, both in the top 3. But we have Bunsey and Mayo Man, who are also in the top 5 overall. Second favourites at 2-1. It is evens for Kijoko and Rory, and all of those drivers justifying why it is they are amongst the favourites to take the win this week. Oi. I did start up a chat, and we may have Spidey in with us. I am hoping that Spider-Man will join us. But here we go. It is week 6. The race is just about to begin. And is that freaking rain? That's a wet track, folks. That is a wet track. And the drivers are out on, I'm pretty sure they're inters. Everybody's on inters. Oh shit, folks. It is inter weather. Ouch. That's insanity. We're going to leave the position change on as is tradition. But Bunsey will lead us around as the track will lead us around on the formation lap on a very wet lap. It looks like it may clear up, and this may be very temporary, but when is it due to finish? Look at that. All the lines being made in the water there as they come around for the first time on that warm-up lap onto that back straight. We won't have DRS after lap 3, it would seem, because we have got a wet track and it is still slightly raining by the looks of it. Bunsey really trying to warm up those tyres. It's going to be a difficult job to do, but if there's somebody who can do it, it's Bunsey. Let's be fair about it. Bunsey is the man. He is our current champion, and that dude is capable of anything. He is. Will he be the only the second driver in wheel-to-wheel history to win more than one season? back-to-back seasons for Bunsey. What are the chances? What are the odds? Are you putting on your bets now for a Bunsey win for the season, or is the current leader of season 6 or season 5? Oh, and everybody running really wide there because of the wet. Kay Flemo has been disqualified. Oh my. And there he is sitting there with cold tires for the start. Is the current leader, 18 points in the lead from Rory Drain, who currently sits third on the grid on the second row, alongside Sully. Is he going to be the one to lead the rest of the way? Bunsey led for season 5 for most of the way and finished it off in quite great style. Can Rory do again the same in season 5? So it looks like we're good to go. And remember, folks, they will race up that hill there. You see right in front of them, they will race that hill. And we're away. We are away for week 6. And there is Ronanosaurus getting a great start. Kijoko with a great start too, as has Sully. The outside line there should have been better for Bunsey, but he was trying to defend it, would seem, but it did not work. As Kijoko and Sully both overtake Bunsey, that leaves Rory Drain on the back of Bunsey early in this race, and it looks like we have there's a lot going on at the back. We have a lot of people around. Bunsey's down 2, Rory Drain is down 1 with those two guys who have had a great start at the front. Welsh Wizard is a master at starting. Hey Flemo is rough, but Welsh Wizard is up 6 positions off the start. What the hell does he put in that car at the start of the race? And there's a nice little tap there. On Sully from Bunsey, as Bunsey takes back second place. That might be a bit contentious. There we go. We see Rory Drain now overtaking Sully on that straight and making that look very easy. I don't know, Sully struggling there in the wet. But anyway, Angry Comedian is down 1 position to 15th. Is a Hero down 4. But the benefactors of that are Wilfred Boney and Big Knuckles, who are up 3. Let's get on. We know it's everybody is on interest, so we're not going to bother about that for just a moment. We will leave that there. Again, another great start by both Ronanosaurus and Welsh Wizard. Can they make benefit from that now over the entire race? Kay Flemo has already got a 3-second time penalty, and we are only on lap 2 in this race. As Kay Flemo is down now 5 positions as he battles with Wilfred Boney for 12th after a great quali. Kay Flemo is not following through on the qualities that he's put in. And there's a really bad corner cut by the Big Knox. we caught that. He didn't get a penalty, but he sure as hell might have got a warning for that as he overtakes Welsh Wizard. Or sorry, I beg your pardon, Wilfred Boney. Jesus, I saw the W. Okay, Kay Flemo is really struggling out there. He's already dropped off Elite Carbon by 1.5 seconds. We are not too concerned by the DRS zones right now, because we will not have DRS. There's the predicted strategies. It's inters to inters, suggesting that this race is going to be wet for the entirety, and it is still raining. Some people might be inclined to go. Wet if they are not enjoying it. Oh, look at that! A bit of a defending going on there by Major Jam, but Buffa Lucas says, "Hell no, I got you," and he has overtaken Major Jam and gone up to 8th position. Buffa Lucas, absolutely phenomenal drive this season. He is showing tier 1 and 2 guys. Oh, that was a great switchback by Major Jam. Very clean driving there by the 2 of those. Elite Carbon now sits on the back of Buffa Lucas. This is an interesting battle right in the middle of 8 through 9. Welsh Wizard is all over the back of Mayo Man as they come round to finish this lap. Oy, oy, oy. There we go. As he stays there, it is very, very close in the mid pack. But Ron Anasaur seems to be the guy who is backing everybody up. As Sully, Rory, Bunsey, and Kajoko all pull away. Mayo Man has got a little bit swamped and fallen behind Ron Anasaurus, and he cannot make that pass happen right now. So he is not enjoying this race as much as he would have liked. He would have liked to stay up with the pack, and rather than be about 3 or 4 seconds behind him at this rate. Okay, let's see how it's going at the front. Just about staying in the DRS area is Rory Drain and Sully, whilst Kajoko, clinic. It would have been a clinic last week, but for the fact that he gave back the position. Rory is now leading this race after 3 laps by nearly 4 seconds. Sorry, Kajoko. Did I say Rory? Anyway. There we go. So this race may be decided very early, but there is a long way to go, and we don't know what the way things are going to go weather-wise. Buffalucas retaining his position in 9th as he battles with Major Jam once again, and he gets the benefit of going at the inside on this turn. Oh, sorry, that's not Major Jam. That's Elite Carbon. I beg your pardon. That is Elite Carbon. Major Jam is just ahead of them. But that is great driving by both Elite Carbon and Buffalucas. Major Jam has put a little bit of space between him and Buffalucas as a result of that battle with Elite Carbon. It is all very close in the mid pack. Mayo Man, he will want to get back into this race very soon. He's going to race right to this corner and see what will happen here. Braking very, very late. As I say, you can do. It is wet, of course, so that doesn't give you as much of a feel. But look at that. He's losing time now to Ron Anasaurus, despite the fact that Ron Anasaurus cannot keep up with the guys in front. It shows you the pace that the front runners have in this one already. I see Major Jam is very, very close now to Welsh Wizard. That has allowed Buffalucas, that battle has allowed Buffalucas to get involved. As the two, as Angry Comedian becomes the buffer between the mid pack and the back markers in this race, being 2.5 seconds behind Big Knox. Flemo still not recovering from his poor start, but he is not losing any more positions as it happens right now. Bernie Bear and Supreme Boyo having to go down the back. Mormick now up and absolutely flying down the inside. Will he get? Oh no, he tucks right back in behind Bernie Bear, not wanting to hit that corner with that speed, and he loses a bit of time. As he comes around those final 2 corners. Let's see, Buffalucas has now managed to get by Major Jam. Buffalucas is just showing you how overtaking is done. There are some guys out there who could learn a lot. As Bunsey is falling further and further behind Kajoko at the front, he's going, what in the name of God is happening here? I was said this was my track. This is my track. What the hell? And there is Elite Carbon now overtaking Major Jam. Wow, this is Major Jam is in a serious battle here for position. And K Flemo, he's still got that. Blue Gunner is the next to join. Supreme Boy has gone into the pits. New wing, new tires, and he's on the softs. He's gone softs. So there we go. This is where we need to get onto the tires. Because is he the first to go soft, and is it going to pay off early, or is it too wet still? This will be interesting to see as Buffalucas now battling with Welsh Wizard. He is flying around this track. He is teaching some of the guys in the higher tiers exactly how it should be done. Rory Drain losing some, must have had a bit of a wobble because Sully now has overtaken him. He lost about a second there on Sully and now finds himself down into 4th. He currently, leads the championship as it stands. But Kajoko is going to probably put himself into a very healthy position, despite the fact that he's not a full time driver as it happens. But we really appreciate him subbing in every week when he's available. Now, back to this mid-pack. Kajoko now setting fast laps, and he's on the inters. Let's see how that looks when it comes to... and there they are. There are a few people getting a nod to go in. It looks like Wilfred and Kay Flemo are amongst them. Sorry, I beg your pardon. That was a mad rush to the pits. Sully, Bunsey, Sully. Kajoko's gone again on the things. You see, oh, mediums. We have medium runners now. Are they thinking they can get to the end on mediums? I don't think so. I can't see that happening. There's two hards. Does that mean that they think it's going to go to hard? Blue Gunner and Bernie Byrne. They probably will go to the end. As Angry Comedian has gone another lap, so he was in amongst the back markers. He's going to have to stop again. Has he gone a lap too far? As has maybe Kajoko. Kajoko not overly concerned, I guess, being the fact that he was almost 5 seconds ahead. He might be thinking to himself, you know what, I got a bit of time. I was on a good flyer. I'm pretty happy. I don't need to worry about the Undertaker or the Undertaker, if that's what happens, because he is in America, of course. Anyway, he said the Undertaker's retired. I'm not concerned anymore. Anyway, looks like a bit of a slow lap from Kajoko and Rory, who have gone an extra lap. Mayoman also opting for track position. It is still drizzling, it looks like. But there's a lot of guys. DRS is now enabled. That is the sign. So the guys behind have decided, who have done that just in time to get fastest lap. Kajoko, has Kajoko gone again? No. How? What? Kajoko set fastest lap going into the hits? Okay. Okay, yeah, well, that's probably going to be knocked down, surely, by the guys to follow. Now, Kajoko is out and free. He is good. No, he went soft, so he's going to stop again for sure. As are some of the others, I suppose. Iron Man, 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. That's an early warning for him. As you see, the guys who have stopped on the previous lap now starting to overtake. Comedian was the last of the guys to go in from the back runners, I think. And he is net positive one position. No, he's net the same. Oh! And there's Kay Flemo going very, very wide on those hards. Comedian going to go to the end of the hards too. It's a dangerous strategy, but look, it may pay off for him in the long run. Literally the long run. Buffa Lucas and Wilfred Boney battling here. The benefactors of all of that are, it looks like Mayoman, who has made it past Rhodanosaurus. They timed their lap perfectly, as maybe did Comedian, because he now gets up one position beyond Kay Flemo. Let's see. So Mayoman has benefited from going one extra lap over Rhodanosaurus. Now Rhodanosaurus finds himself one lap down, or sorry, 5/10 down almost on Mayoman. That was the opposite way around. So the guys going the extra lap did benefit. Kajoko lost a little bit of time to those behind him, maybe half a second to those behind him, but he's still healthy distance ahead. He had plenty of time to decide what he was going to do. He may go soft medium or soft softly. I don't know what the strategy is from here. Haven't done 7 laps on the inters. Bunsey now setting fastest lap, so this is probably where Bunsey starts to reel people in. He is mega fast. Tyrannosaurus is going to go after Mayo, but he isn't going to make it into turn 1. Mayo Man going very, very wide there, so he's going to leave himself exposed as they approach the S's. They will stay in 6th or 7th here as they come around through these, just lifting off if they need to, and then pushing through the final couple of turns. As they drop down in 4th, whatever. That was a bit of a bit too far, I think. But yeah, it seems some benefited from the positioning and going the extra lap, and some lost a little bit of time. Anyway, Buffalocus. So I think Welsh Wizard has benefited hugely here. Wilfred has gone up above Buffalocus, as has Elite. So the extra lap was worth it for some and not for others. So it really depended. Okay, we have a bunch of strategies going on here right now. We have two guys on the hards, sorry, who are in and amongst. Oh, Angry Comedian is gone again. He is now losing out positions to his teammate, Blue Gunner. Kajoko now setting past the lap, so he's settled in on those softs. Chameleon's probably now, he's after dropping a couple of positions, he probably went wide on a turn. Because K Flemo and Blue Gunner have managed to pass him. And he's now losing time, and at the risk of Mormick overtaking him. He is not enjoying these hard tyres, I don't think. Maybe the hard tyres were the wrong tire to go. They may lose too much time trying to warm them up. They will get to go to the end, but a safety car would absolutely destroy that strategy, that's for sure. Okay, let's look at the front. As Kajoko now extends that lead he is after getting all and more of that time back. He is now above 5 seconds ahead of Bunsey in second. Bunsey is going to have to start putting in massive laps now in order to start dragging Kajoko back towards him. Mayo Man has lost his position to run on the source, so that is net the same now. Welsh Wizard still benefiting from his great start. Elite Carbon is loving the dry, absolutely loving the dry. He is now back on track, literally. Okay, Iron Man, another 3-second time penalty. He is not liking it back there on those hards. Buffalocus now will probably go after Wilfred. He is guaranteed at least 9th position again this week. Another overachievement for Clear Driver, but not an overachievement for Buffalocus. He makes overachieving standard for him. So we've got DRS active, and we've got a few guys. Elite Carbon has a lot of time to make up, but he is starting to fly in this race. He is much more comfortable on the dry track on the mediums. He did not have a good start to this race, but he is now back in this. And he dragged Mayo Man back towards him. He might have a bit of trouble as Mayo Man is getting DRS from Rolanosaurus ahead of him, but he is a further 6 seconds behind. Let's see, Rory sitting out on his own. He's just got to do what he's got to do now. It looks like he will retain his spot at the top of the league going into week 7. Bunsey will close that a little bit. Mayo Man will fall off a little bit. As it happens right now, Bunsey will retain or will get back second position from Mayo Man. Mayo Man leading Bunsey by 4 places or 4 points. Okay. Major Jam has settled in. He will be better in the dry again. As I say, the rain is the great equalizer. Supreme Bio gets a 3-second time penalty. That's harsh now at this rate in the race. But he has gone to fresh mediums. He has stopped once again. As is Iron Man, for whatever reason. Now, let me see. It is well spread out at the front. Bunsey gaining back 1 second on Kajoko. So this race is not completely over. Buffalocus and Major Jam are swapping positions here on track. Live. And it looks like Buffalocus is the major winner from that battle. All these guys caught in the DRS train behind Welsh Wizard. Oh, Welsh Wizard is holding everybody up here. This battle will be excellent. as they go around turn 11. And they will all get DRS here, and I think Welsh Wizard is going to lose at least one position, although he gets a great exit from there. Ooh! And it looks like Buffalucas Buffalucas goes all the way from 10th through to 8th. He overtakes everybody on track up to Welsh Wizard. Welsh Wizard battling. Look at this battle in the middle of the track. That's fantastic. Welsh Wizard's got the inside line and he retains the position. And that leaves Wilfred Boney ready to attack Welsh Wizard now. Look at this guy go. He is burning stuff up and he is just doing great. Buffalucas, another phenomenal performance from him. He is going to be the one he is going to be the one under attack now. Disqualified from the session, parked in a dangerous location. Iron Man, as he is has lost a wing and will limp back in. Well, he won't, because he has been disqualified, and as it happens, the AI have taken over now, and he is not going to. That car is going to go. It's going to go pull up somewhere, is it? He's gone from the session. Anyway, we go back and enjoy this battle. Buffalucas, what a phenomenal series of overtakes there, overtaking 3 cars to go from I think it was 10th or 11th up above. He certainly went above Welsh Wizard and Wilfred Boney anyway, so overtaking both in the same sector and then retaining the position. And he looks like to be a comfortable leader. Nobody has any ERS to battle with him around there, as these guys are involved in a serious fight for the mid-pack position. But Buffalucas has shown why it is he is leading Tier 4 by so much. As he comes down and around into turns 16 through 18, the series turns on the same one. Elite Carbon comfortable out ahead of Buffalucas as he is finishing the lap as Buffalucas comes around the final corner. As you can see there, 5 seconds up the road, and that is a great shot for those who haven't seen it before, of that turn up into, or that hill up into turn 1, allowing you to brake very late and catch the inside curve nicely. Oh, going a bit wide there. Buffalucas probably get a bit of a warning for losing all four of the tires on track. Okay, and it looks like as a result of all that battle, Elite Carbon has enjoyed. Close battle there between Welsh Wizard and Major Jam. Major Jam now up behind Buffalucas. Buffalucas enjoying being out of the DRS zone of Major Jam. Now, as a result of all them guys back there battling hard, Buffalucas got ahead and stayed ahead. Okay, well, we have Welch and Wilfred, who also have 3-second time penalties, it looks like. So, interesting as this race comes into its own. Angry Comedian has got time penalties. Now, let's have a look at the time penalties. All 3 except for Wilfred, who has 9. Wow, holy shit! That's not gonna bear. He's gonna be well down the rankings at the end if that stays the way it is. Although it looks like the McLarens haven't got the best setups as they become the wedge between them, the mid-pack and the back of the grid. Okay, Supreme Bio and Ironman not having a race to remember, that's for sure. Mailman has lost ground on Rhinoceros behind in front of him, but Elite Carbon is now in that DRS zone. Everybody else is, apart from Major Jam, who's gotten back. Oh, it's been overtaken by Welsh Wizard. That's another battle there, but this is near the front here, and this is for the bigger points right now as it stands. Elite Carbon is on a charge. He is really enjoying the second stint of this race. It is good to have you all in, folks. Give us a like and subscribe if you have not done so already. There's another penalty for Wilfred. He is just starting to stack them up now. That's not going to be good. He is going to lose some positions. Oh, let's see. Let's see. His big knuckles may be the big benefactor from all of that. Major Jam and Wilfred going at it again as they go down this long straight at the back of the track down towards turn 12, and that is switched back. This is the straight where Fernando Alonso in the get a penalty there, a drive-through penalty after the race, which knocked him out of the points, and then it was taken away upon further review. So it looks like Kijoko has gone in for a new set of mediums to take him to the end of this race. So that is his final stop done, and he is not going to be too far out. Ronaldosaurus is there. Oh, will he get out? Ronaldosaurus managed to get past him, as does Elite and Mayo, but he's going to have phenomenal tires now, and he's going to start reeling in all those guys. Oh, and Wilfred Boney is gone as he plummets. Where did he go? Did he go into the pits? Oh, he must have gone into the pits. That's crazy. Anyway, we haven't got 3-second time penalties being dished out there. Welsh Wizard has gone in for his new tyres. So that promotes Blue Gunner 9 Comedian up to position. They're likely to go to the end, but they are going to have really, really old hard tyres at that stage. And you have to imagine if people are stopping behind them, it's likely that those guys will catch up with them, and that is going to be the likes of Mormick is a hero, and certainly Welsh Wizard as it happens now. As it happens, Mormick is still about 5 seconds behind, but he does have no penalties right as it stands. Kijoko is going to start moving up through the second fast laps on these tyres. Let's see how it goes. We will watch his progress for sure as he finds the back of he is nearly already within DRS of Mailman. Mailman went to pits that time, so now it's Elite Carbon that's ahead of him. Buffa Lucas is now past Mailman. So depending on when things happen, if there's a safety car now, the people who have stopped already will be kicking themselves. And we have had threat of a safety car already. Mailman dropping all the way back to just in front of the Angry Comedian, between splitting the McLarens. Bunsey leads this race, but he will have to stop again, as will Sully, Rory, Ronan and Elite. Otherwise they will get swallowed up. Angry Comedian going to go along. Mailman is ahead of him. Blue Gunner, he has split the, as I say, Mailman has split the McLarens, and Mailman now is going to start working his way up. Buffa Lucas running in 7th. He will have to stop again though, and that's where we'll see if Mailman and Welsh and Wilfred Boney is gone, so it'll be a case of, I suppose, seeing how he fares against Welsh Wizard. Welsh Wizard does have penalties, but Buffa Lucas does not. Major Jam will have to stop also. He has got 1 lap older tyres. Looks like we're having Rory going in. So Rory's coming out. Well, Major Jam gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That does help Buffa Lucas's situation. And that means Big Knuckles is going to be benefiting now from all those guys going in, but he will have to stop also. Let's see, Rory is going out, and Kijoko now has passed him by a long way. But Rory will be happy, I suppose, in some ways, that everybody but Kijoko ahead of him has yet to stop in this race. The only thing that could ruin it for Rory at this rate is a safety car in perfect timing for all those guys who have yet to stop. Major Jam has gone in and changed his tyres, as has Buffa Lucas, who finds himself just in front of him. that promotes. There is Mailman making it happen back there. He is after finally getting ahead of Blue Gunner as they go down the back straight around turn 11, heading towards turn 12. As Blue Gunner gets that position back again through the DRS. Mailman now trying to make it happen. This may benefit some of the guys further up with Mailman getting caught up in battles here that he would have liked to not have to be involved in. That has allowed Angry Comedian to gain some time back. But there are a lot of guys hunting Comedian and Blue Gunner and K Flemo down who are running on those hard tires to the end. You have to imagine the likes of Buff Lucas, Major Jam, and probably even Welsh Wizard at this rate will be trying to reel those guys in. Buff Lucas gone hard to the end. That's probably going to take him a little while to heat up, but he's going to go to the end. Elite Carver making his stop now. As those big knockouts who drops all the way to 14. Now, there are a few guys very, very unfortunate not benefiting from the long stint on those hards. He is going to be back there and he's going to be just driving his own race, getting used to the track. Looks like Buff Lucas has gotten a time penalty now that won't help him out. And Major Jam has overtaken. Buff Lucas has spun. He is around in the S's. That is the danger of going in and getting hard tires in the latter part. He could have gone medium and he'd have been very happy if he had a second set of medium. But is a hero. The real benefit, the people that benefit from that are obviously the people who are on those hard tires, who now don't have the likes of Buff Lucas hunting them down, or at least not likely to catch them at this rate with 29 laps left in this race. Kijoko sets fast lap on a 1:36, and he is reading in guys ahead of him, and Sully, who has a penalty in front, now not really in contention for the second place spot, or sorry, second or third. You have to imagine that once you will retain that, they will probably stay on the same strategy for their end. Very another a 3-second time penalty. Mormick keeping it clean, but he is a long way back, and he is on a new set of mediums also. But it is all comfortable for Kijoko. He has to imagine that he's going to be able to reel in these 13 lap old mediums fairly fast. When those mediums go, they will go quick, and he will gain the vast majority of all that time back. And he is now not Angry Comedian with another 3-second time penalty. That may play into how things go. Is a Hero will definitely benefit from that, as may Major Jam and Welsh Wizard, and probably even Big Knuckles on those fresh tires behind him. This is all playing out really well for the guys who stopped twice behind Comedian. Okay, we will watch Kijoko here as he comes around. He is flying as it happens. He is on one of the best set of tires out there. Rory Drain is behind Ronan still, and now Rory is. It looks like after making that stop, it looks like now Kijoko is a net leader in this race by about 10 seconds. An absolute clinic from him as it happens. Budge 84. Yeah, it may do, Budge. Thanks for that. It may be possible to get to the end, but you have to imagine the likes. There's Bunsey gone in, as has Sully going on to the softs for the remaining 8 laps. I get that, but you have to fancy guys who were on the mediums or who went in earlier. You know. Now look, Bunsey might have seen this as the only opportunity to gain some leverage back on the likes of Kijoko and that, but you have to favour him. Yeah, Flemo is in a good position. Unfortunately, I think Flemo was free of was free there until of things, and now he's got another one. So Flemo has 6 seconds. So all the guys on the hards are finding it difficult to stay away from penalties. As are all the mid-pack. Look at the amount of people that have penalties now. This is a penalty high track. Ronanosaurus is still comfortable in second position, but he is losing time on Kajoko. And it's a big ask for Bunsey to go and pull in those 5 seconds. And Ronanosaurus is going in now. He's going to go probably soft to the end also. So this is a straight race now. There's nobody between Bunsey. There's nobody between Bunsey and Kajoko, and Kajoko is on the slower of the 2 tires now. So how much of that time can Bunsey pull in? Bunsey lightning quick around here. How much can Sully and Bunsey? Sully getting dragged around this track now as well. He does have a penalty, so he would have to get by Kajoko, and also he would have to get by Kajoko, and also benefit from a 3-second gap on the other side of it. So that's highly unlikely with the form that Kajoko's in. Right. Ronan now netting ahead of Mailman, but 12 seconds behind Rory. Mailman will get the benefit of the DRS from being behind Ronanosaurus already, but unfortunately, unless Elite starts to get in to that, he will start losing pace behind them. The biggest loser so far in this second stint is Buff Lucas, unfortunately, as he will have to be lightning quick to get back into it with Welsh Wizard and all that, and he has got a penalty, so that is not going to help him at all. Now let's see, Angry Comedian, the hards will go to the end, as you say. Flemo now with all those time penalties that he got late means that it's going to be difficult for him to stay up there. The guys on the hards, the 3 guys on the hards that are in 8 through 10, mean that they have 6 seconds while the guys behind them have 3. Major Jam and Big Knuckles have 3. They will benefit from a jump there if they continue to go there. Those hards will go to the end, as you said, but at this rate, you have to imagine that they're only going to lose time to the guys that are coming up behind them. Is a hero went onto the softs. He's likely going to put in a fast slap at some stage. Maybe Ronanosaurus too. Favourite to take that too. If Ronanosaurus takes it, he will of course get the benefit of it. Bunsey and Sully also a possibility too, being on those cars. Let me see. Where are we at? Ronan is after gaining 2 seconds on Rory, so he is pushing hard, and he's after getting away from Mailman. Mailman not benefiting for too long on those on that DRS, because obviously Ronan having the softer tires, and it's going to be lightning quick for the remainder of this race. Look at this. Here we go. Bunsey has reeled in Kajoko and now only sits 1.7 seconds behind him there. He has him in his sights and he is going for it. And he will be able to take these type of corners. He'll be able to take them corners much faster and much more comfortably on these new tyres. This might have been phenomenal decision by Sully and Bunsey to go the way they did. So now only 1.4 seconds as Sully gets dragged around into this battle, and they have separated themselves very well from Rory Drain. So this is where the battle is at. Now, will Bunsey get into the DRS of Kajoko as they go up through these? Because Bunsey can take these much faster than Kajoko can. And he's after gaining another 2/10. It might not be enough. Oh, he's into the 1 second. And as he crosses the line, Low, get away. He wasn't. He was just outside it. He looked like he was 1.033. As he crosses the line here, let's see. He is now in the DRS, but he didn't get it this time. But he is now in the DRS. Sully, as it happens, just out of it. So will he get left behind a little bit? He's certainly secured a podium position, it would seem. Rory Drain needs to bring in although he's getting himself involved in the battle back here at Ronan, as Ronan is taking 4 seconds off his time. Does he have enough laps to take the rest off? He may just. It's a big ask. So now, these are the guys here. It looks like Major Jam getting dragged around by Angry Comedian. He's happy that he will get those 2 positions and finish in 8th position. Big Knockos looks like he'll finish in that position too, as he's within the 3 seconds, as is K Flemo. Oh no, K Flemo has 6 seconds. He won't. But Major Jam and Big Knockos will benefit. That will pull Angry Comedian out of the points as it happens right now. Welsh Wizard and Buff Lucas going at it back here. These guys have been going at it at various positions on the track. So now let's join Bunsey up the front. This is where the battle's at. And Sully, as it happens, is not far behind him, because that little battle there that they had going up to the S's means that Sully is now back in the DRS2 as they go across the line and around turn 11. Phenomenal stuff. So, how fast are these tyres? Kijoko goes to defend deep into the left and works his way back slowly across to the right hand side. But look at the speed gain on those soft tyres. And it looks like Bunsey. Is it a switchback city? It isn't. Bunsey has made it happen. Bunsey has made it happen, but Kijoko's not giving it up right now. Oh, and Kijoko goes really wide there, and does that let Sully into the picture? It certainly does. And now Sully is attacking Kijoko. Oh, where are we going? I beg your pardon. That was Bunsey that was going wide. Bunsey losing it wide, and that gives. Is that tactical? Does that mean that Bunsey is now looking to get the DRS in there? That was an interesting development. I thought that was Kijoko going wide, but it was the Aston Martin of Bunsey. And now all these 3 guys all locked in the battle. The only loser here really is, of course, Sully, who has that 3-second time penalty. So he may not have enough laps left in order to make it happen. It looks like Ronanosaurus isn't going to gain enough time on Rory Drain, who is now settled into onto those tyres. Let's see, Big Knockos. Big Knockos has now overtaken Major Jam. Those 2 guys going out. That's going to benefit Angry Chameleon. That's going to benefit Angry Chameleon. Certainly Blue Gunner, it looks like. Because there's a battle going on. But Big Knockos is looking like he's going to threaten Angry Chameleon at some point here. Let's see the battle at the front. Another battle into the final turn, or into turn 12. The Mercedes of Kijoko staying ahead. He is doing just enough to fend off Bunsey in this battle. Kijoko is fast on any set of tyres, even if they're slightly older. But Bunsey is looking to take the win on a track that is one of his favourites. Now, and both Bunsey and Sully will get the DRS here now. Another 3-second time penalty for our man Vern. And there's defending hard on the inside again from Kijoko. There is not much benefit there anymore for these soft tyres, it would seem. They've raced them hard, and it looks like it's going to be a really interesting finish to this race. Bunsey, Kijoko, who's it going to be? Put your predictions in the chat. As we see, let's see the time penalties now. Let's see where people stand. So 9 seconds for Wizard, 6 for Buffalo Lucas. So the Angry Comedian with 6 has been overtaken by Big Knockos. That's him down, and Major Jam is close enough now. This is where the battle is here for the last of the points. Merman gets a 3-second time penalty. That is devastating for him. That means he's not going to get that position from Elite Carbon when he crosses the line now. So that is everybody outside from all the way from 6 to 14 who have penalties now. Big Knockos is going to gain another position over Blue Gunner. and it looks like Major Jam is going to knock Comedian out of the points also. Kijoko now has lost that position, and Sully is watching these guys battle ahead, and he will pick up all the scraps if it means those two guys, if those guys take themselves out of it. He is still in this race, and look at that, trying to get the drag from Bunsey as he goes down towards the first turn. And it is neck and neck as this race comes to an end. We are on the penultimate lap in this race, and it looks like Welsh Wizard and Buckalooka still going at it. As Angry Chameleon leads Major Jam around and through onto lap 27 of this race. Will Major Jam even bother trying to overtake him? He doesn't want to be. He won't come under attack from anybody behind him based on the penalties as it stands now. So all that Major Jam needs to do is stay steadfast, and he will get the win here. Angry Comedian has burned every last bit of ERS in his tank and is struggling. Sully dropping off the back of the guys, that has to suggest it's either going to be Bunsey or Kijoko, which is what we figured based on that penalty alone. But as it happens, this is a very... Oh, look at this! A great maneuver from Kijoko, but he came out of that turn very slowly as a result of that attack into that corner. But it is neck and neck, and either of these guys could conceivably, cross at the very last second, cross the line in first place. These guys are going hard at it, and it may yet just mean that Sully picks up the scraps and benefits from it. Sully not bothering to go to the left to pick up the drag from the guys. But Bunsey, these tyres are probably about even at this rate, so that's why this is a very intriguing battle. And it may just be, as they're on this final lap, it may just be the case that Kijoko gets the benefit, the last benefit of that DRS zone on the back after turn 11. And here we go. Let's see. Big Knockos get up into 8th position. Blue Gunner now ahead of Angry Comedian. Major Jam, as I say, does not need to do anything else. But here we go. Let's see where they are as they go down. There's the DRS flap open. As they head down that straight, and it looks like Kijoko might be the last person to benefit from that DRS. That may have been tactical all this time. And it means that Bunsey has absolutely... Well, neither of them have very much ERS to battle with left. This is going to be a race right to the line. Look at these guys battle. That may have been absolutely clinical driving by Kijoko. And Kijoko looks like he's going to go get the win here as he comes around the final corner to cross the line. As he goes across the line to take the win with Bunsey in second, who may have just been leading at the wrong time in this race on that final lap. As we see Ronan come around now, and he goes across the line and he stays in 5th position with Elite Carbon coming around the final corner. Mayo Man on the back of him. He won't get the benefit of that now. As I say, they both have the same penalties. 10-second time penalty for Supreme Bio there. Don't know what's going on at the back of the pack. Angry Comedian. What? Blue Gunner's gone. Angry Comedian's back in the points. He's going to get 10th position as he crosses the line. What happened there? We were watching the front. Major Jam gets it. Angry Comedian in second. Blue Gunner in 11th. K Flemo jumps up to 11th, I beg your pardon. So Blue Gunner dropping. He had a bad end to the race there. He must have been fighting with somebody and got knocked off. But there we go. Mormick will be the last to cross the line officially as he comes through sector 3. He's around, it looks like, coming around turn 18 into turn 19. The second to last corner, and he will We have Vernie Vern and Supreme, but they are a long way back, I think. Yeah, Supreme is ahead, but he's Mormick jumps Blue Gunner 2 based on penalties. Supreme is finished the race as a result of being lapped, and Vernie Vern finished last one to finish on the lead lap, and that is week 6. So Kijoko shows how it's done. He managed to stave off and not lose touch with Bunsey, and as a result, on the last lap of the race, gaining the benefit from between turn 11 and 12 on that long straight with the DRS, gaining the benefit of that long stretch of DRS, and maybe able to, for the final sector, hold Bunsey off, gaining track position because of that. Only 7/10 in it as they crossed the line. Absolutely stonking good race from both of them. Ronanosaurus is after setting fast laps. So let's go through the standings as we see them. Kijoko in first, Bunsey in second, Sully in third, with Rory Drain in fourth. Great race from all those guys. Ronanosaurus fast lap and fifth. Elite Carbon in sixth, with Mayo Man in seventh. That's a bit of a drop from his 2 wins back to back the last couple of weeks, but still a solid result for him. Big Knocko's in eighth. Great result for Big Knockos. He is on the board. Major Jam in ninth. Angry Comedian scoring the last of the points in 10th position. That's in the overall championship, that is, of course. Is a Hero jumping all the way to 11th as a result of a clean race and no penalties. K Flemo, Buffa Lucas, Welsh Wizard, Mormick, Blue Gunner, Vernie Vern, Supreme Bio, Wilfred Boney and Armanda 2 DNS, all making up the standings as we see them there. What a great race, folks. COTA, not one of my favourite tracks on the calendar, but it was a very, very interesting way for the race to end. Kijoko just making it happen and getting his second win out of 3 for the season thus far. He is going to jump up the standings again this week, and a reserve will likely be in the top 3, having only raced half of all races. Folks, I'm going to call an end to it. That is week 6 in the bag. It is good to see you all again this week. We will be here next week for the Chinese Grand Prix. Woo! What a great week. Yeah, that is it. We will see you this time next week. I beg your pardon. A couple of hours later. I always say that. I don't even know why I'm talking about next Wednesday. We will see you about 9:45 next Wednesday for the Chinese Grand Prix in week 7 of the Wheel to Wheel Season 5. Thank you very much, folks. We will see you then. Bye-bye.